have more regular trivia, but I thought I would treat you to some of my stories. Oh, I guess I have to raise it.
No. No.
They didn't teach me that. Good?
Yeah.
Yay. All right. One of our written remarks or jokes was about memory. And most recently, I was in the elevator with a neighbor, friend, and she says to me, "I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry, I heard you're going to be moving." I said, "Where am I going? I'm not moving anywhere." "Oh yes, I heard you're moving to memory care." Well, I do talk a lot about forgetting things, and I would tell you who it is, but I forgot.
You're making a reservation just in case.
Yeah, I've got a reservation coming up, and don't ask my children, they say I'd be there already. So I have to stop teasing myself on that one. I was so surprised when my phone wouldn't work when I went back to my apartment after dinner one night. And all night long, no one called me. My children usually call me at night, or I'll talk to my sister or whatever. Then I realized I left it at the table in the dining room.
How many of us have done that?
Really. And you know, we hear stories about how plates or cups or silverware or whatever might be walking away from our dining room. Well, we don't know who or how or whatever, but I figured that wherever they were, my keys, my fob, or my phone are with them. So that's, you know, where they are. I have a doormat in front of my apartment with my two grand dogs' picture on them. They ordered it from Amazon or whatever. Well, what do you do with a doormat? You wipe your feet, you step on it. No, I can't step on either dog, so I don't even know why it's there. But it reminds me. I had 3 cats, and they were named for an author. And you may know this author, Edgar Allan Poe. Well, the cats were Edgar and Allan when someone came to visit, and they said, "What happened to Poe?" And I said, "He died." So it was only Edgar and Allan. This one, some of you may have heard. I can't remember if I have presented it at one of our other gatherings. Years and years ago, I grew up in Virginia Beach, in Norfolk, Virginia. And there is an annual strawberry festival. And this was the first year that they were having this citywide, area-wide strawberry festival. And you know, you could go there and they had anything strawberry. Well, we went out there and it was just field. There was, you know, just field parking and dirt parking and whatever. So my husband and I went out with another couple to the strawberry festival. Well, it got to be a little later and I had to use the restroom. I have never, ever, up until that time, been to a porta potty. Never. And they said, well, that's the only facility they have of these porta potties. I said, well, all right, but you all have to stand guard because I don't know what's out there or whatever, or in there for that matter. Anyway, so I come out and I said, well, that wasn't so bad. I said, not only that, although I couldn't find a sink, there was a bar of soap on the bottom of the urinal. So I said, oh, it was okay. At least they had soap. So I come out and I tell my husband and the friends, and they said, Paula, that was a deodorizer for the urinal. It wasn't soap. So I go like this, literally, and we're running around trying to find any water, any paper towels, any soap, anywhere. So that was my first foray into using a urinal. The second incident that I'll share is with this same couple. We were with them often, good friends. As a matter of fact, for those military in here, he's a retired Marine. But in any case, years ago, I don't know about here in Denver or Colorado, we used to have these books of dining tickets, international dining, I think, or something like that. Well, both couples, we had the book, and we chose, we were going to really go out for a nice dinner because they had them categorized by fine dining or medium dining or fast food. So we were going to take a ride. It was about maybe 45 an hour away to a fine dining restaurant. And it said, you know, it's in this small town and it's in this restaurant and lovely. So the four of us in one car go out to this Surrey house for fine dining. Well, we walk in. There were checkered plastic tablecloths. There was a counter with candy and gum on the side, with a cash register there with the counter. And we sat down. I said, is this the Surrey house? And it's in the International Diners Club, and it's supposed to be fine dining. Oh yes, this is the Surrey. Their salad bar was a ham steak and some fish fingers. Fish, what do they call it? Fish sticks. Fish sticks. That was their salad bar and their surf and turf. So in my inimitable way, I say to the server, I said, is there another part to this restaurant that we aren't in for fine dining? And she said, no, ma'am, this is it. Well, then the three, my husband and the friends, started laughing hysterical. Because here I am being very snotty about being in this non-fine dining. I had curlers in my hair, and they chose not to tell me. The whole thing. All the dried up and the whole thing. So that was my fine dining experience. Remember that we're not old, we're just vintage and matured. And then somebody else said, well, are you number 2 on the list? I said, I'm at least number 2. I've never been number 1. Let's see. I might have told you all I had surgery last year and I lost a lot of weight, and I told you the story about how I was coming off the elevator and I was going out on a Saturday morning and I had put on a skirt. And I was walking by the dining room from the elevator, and you know how we have those windows. I'm walking by and my skirt falls down to my ankles. Literally. And there was a gentleman right there by the window, but he didn't say anything, and I just kept walking. Hiked it up, and when, I think it was Brianne, I went to the transportation desk and she said, well, you know, tuck it into your slip. I said, well, my slip is attached to my skirt. And then she said, well, tuck it into your pantyhose. How many of us have worn pantyhose in the past 5 years? I said, I can't tuck it in there either. She said, well, just tuck it into your underwear. Well, where I was going happened to be to temple, to synagogue. And at any church service, at any faith service, what do? We get up, we get down, we get up, we get down. I couldn't keep the skirt up. So, and this goes back to where I said, you know, I try to lose weight, but it keeps finding me. Now everything that I had in smaller sizes are now hip huggers. So that was that. And I will tell you this, that I went with a couple of neighbors to the Elks group last year. The Elks Club had a celebration. And I had my walker then, and I parked it over by the stage. And we were sitting at tables and everybody was having a wonderful time. Well, when I got up to get the walker, my jeans fell down. So since then, I'm very careful about what I put on.
The name of their book was called The Entertainment Book.
Oh, entertainment, not the International Dining or whatever. Good, I'm glad, thank you.
Yeah, I've had a little trouble.
Yeah, I know.
May I
Oh.
ask if that's a one piece that you're wearing this evening?
Yes, don't ask me if I have to. It's not gonna happen so fast. I'll tell you that. This one woman was saying in a group, I like Italian men. And the other one said, I like French men. And the other one said, she likes any kind of European man. And the other one said, I used to like men. Let's see. And then, how many of us in making the move here, or if you've made a move before, it's a real dilemma what we're going to take with us. You know, how are we going to decide what we take with us, what we leave, what we give away, what we don't need? And somebody named something that maybe would be really, really not necessary to bring with us to a new place. Any ideas?
Yes, I gave away my suspenders, but if I had them, I'd give them
Yay! I love it. I love it. Anything else? I made sure that I had all of my Bed Bath & Beyond coupons. This many. And then what happens?
They close it.
They close down. What?
8 tracks. 8 track.
8-track
track
tapes. Absolutely. And now you, excuse me, can't even find a machine to put them on. All right. Now this is for everybody to participate. I want to know how many have more than 4 children in your family. All right, you get a prize. You get a prize. You get candy. Candy, people. Okay. How many have more than 3, I guess, children? If we started with 4, we could have started with 5. But 4 or 3. More than 3 or, yeah. 3 children. Okay, everybody gets candy on that. Oh, DJ's got it. Okay. All right. How many have more than 5 grandchildren?
Wow.
Look at this. All right. Are we giving out candy? Over here. Sue, you giving out candy? You're fired. Oh, we don't even want to quote.
Who
Okay.
has more than 5 grandchildren?
Who has more? We're going on. Who has more than 5? How many?
17.
But grandchildren.
Wow.
I think you get it
Does
right.
anybody have more than 17 grandchildren?
Oh, she does.
Oh! Nori, how many do you have?
Well, that was the next question. So 17 grandchildren, and who has more than 15 great-grandchildren? All right. Woo! So we have 3 people who have
Ethel, how many great-grandchildren do you have? 19
19.
great-grandchildren. Nori, how many great-grandchildren? And who else over here had more than 17? How many? 18.
oh my goodness.
Good Lord.
I have a girlfriend who's my age. I know Ethel, I don't know about Nori, is a little older, but has 14 great-grandchildren. And-
Now, anybody have any great
Oh, great-grandchildren.
Ethel?
Oh my goodness.
Jim? How many do you have?
Sue,
Sandra, you have 4? 6 great-great-grandchildren. How many do you have, Jim? 6 great-great-grandchildren. Betty, how many do you have? 4 great-great-grandchildren.
that's amazing.
Congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations to all of
That's
you.
amazing.
Okay. Well,
When she was talking about that
yeah, I
restaurant
have
that they
this
went to,
one.
and they
My
were in
kids were
Virginia,
recently
there was a
away
restaurant
and,
like that
you
in
know, by
Edenton,
living
North
here
Carolina, which is just south of Virginia.
and no other family, they
It's north of
really
Albemarle
tried to
Sound.
watch out for me.
And I've
Well,
faced
they
it for
went
4
away
years.
and I had to use Uber for the first time. I don't like it, I try not to use it. But anyway, everyone said, don't use Uber. You're gonna get mugged, you're gonna get kidnapped, you'll never get home, you'll be so sorry. Well, I tried it, it was fine, and it was good that I wasn't kidnapped because there was no one here to pay the ransom. So we have, yeah, we wanna do now, Frida?
Well, thank you, Paula. That was wonderful.